And we're back with round three. We have Hamza Ebrahim against Bryan Horstmann. It's going to be a match where both players are going to be ignoring each other as they try to win the game. Bryan on Gift Storm and Hamza on Dredge.
I'm surprised. I don't. Is it Baral that pushed gifts into the Storm deck? Because it had all the tools to exist like this in this form with the gifts ungiven, but for the longest time, gifts was basically nowhere in Storm list. You never see it, and now it's it just seems too good to not have because you cast it and then you untap and win.
Okay, so it's not only Vidal, it's the combination of Modern has slowed down as
Fair.
well as Vidal. So now the deck is more consistent at getting your spells to cost less mana,
Hmm.
and also there aren't decks that are going to kill you on turn 2 like Infect anymore. So if Infect plays against Storm, Infect is probably going to beat Storm very easily.
Yeah, even
However,
with the loss of
yeah.
Gitaxian Probe, it's probably still fine.
However, because Storm doesn't have to worry about card decks like Infect and traditional decks like the Kiln Fiend deck,
Hmm.
Gitaxian Probe good band, you're not gonna die on turn 2, turn 3 as often as you used to before. Whereas in that situation, Gifts Ungiven is just like I win the game if I cast this spell.
Yeah.
Because more
Which
than
is what
likely,
gifts should be.
yeah,
I mean, you're
nine
supposed
times
to
out of
win
ten the
after you.
decks are finishing turn 5, turn 6. So
Yeah.
you get
So you
to
have
that
that
point where
that
you can
turn.
just go, okay, I'm just gonna Gifts and win.
Okay, Brian Scott. Cathartic Reunion. Oh no, that's Hamza. Okay, it's Cathartic Reunion. Just showing his opponent his hand. He just doesn't feel like keeping it. Brian seems happy with his.
And this is a match where it's very play draw dependent because both decks can in theory kill each other. Well, combo turn 3, turn 4.
Is there any interaction at all? Like, what is there?
Okay,
What do
so
we have? Nothing from Hamza.
well technically Hamza has conflict rate and brutality.
Yeah, and Brian has Remond. So yeah, I think they're just gonna be staring at each other. Brian's got the spell in the board, and Empty the Warrens produces a bunch of blockers, but the Conflagrate can clear that up. Hamza's got a bit more interaction in the sideboard, but
I
nothing.
think
But
Hamza is, if he's on the play,
yeah, he's definitely
can
favored here.
be favored because collective brutality can eat a card out of Brand's hand, kill a creature, and that's
Yeah, it doesn't kill
genuinely
Burrell
really
though.
strong.
It only kills the Electromancer. Burrell's got 3 toughness.
It's still a really strong card in the matchup.
Hmm.
It's eating a spell from
That's
Brand's
another
hand.
piece of disruption that enables whatever is in his hand actually. Loots into Stinkweed Imp and Dark Blast. I'm not sure what he drew, but that's less important than what he puts in the graveyard.
Interesting that he's playing a one of Dark Blast. A lot of the Dredge decks don't.
I think it's a good card. It puts a real spanner in the works of Affinity. It mops up the odd Lingering Souls tokens. It's not great versus Lingering Souls, but it's something to do. Yeah, and if there's a Goblins deck, it's really good.
And we're just gonna have a look at Brian's hand, see what he has to work with. Sleight of hand.
Another sleight of hand. He puts that at the bottom, and I think he took a Ritual. Looks like it. So he's got 2 rituals, 3 rituals, Goblin Electromancer, a Past in Flames, and what looks like a second land.
I'm also playing the new Cycle Land, interestingly enough.
I'll get some dredges. So late in the game, top taking a land is possibly not as bad as it would have been. Got a Conflagrate in the graveyard.
Yeah, the Conflagrate's just gonna put Brian off casting one of his creatures. Or an
He's
Aegis.
got an Electromancer in hand, but I think he might just use it the turn he's gonna go off.
I mean, his opponent is not the most aggressive of starts on his side. So yeah, we are going to see Electromancer. It's more than likely going to get conflagrated. Dredge, Dark.
Dark Blast. He's got no black. Maybe he's gonna try deal with it the following turn. You know, let Bryan have it for turn 3, and then he goes upkeep, Dark Blast, Dredge, Dark Blast.
He still needs double black to do that.
Mm.
He's probably gonna dredge the life from the loam at the end of this turn so he can get back a black source.
In for 2. No blocks naturally.
We're going to see
Where are you getting your black? Oh.
flashback conflict date. He's just gonna discard Stinkweed Infant. Going to be a haunted date. Yeah, deal 2 damage to the Electromancer. Electromancer will just die. Missing that third land drop, not ideal. I mean, it's fine.
Yeah, he's got a bunch of rituals, and that's a peer through depths. One main deck, empty the warrens as well. Peer through depths is interesting. Digs 5 cards deep. It's actually a lot. And since the deck is constructed almost purely out of instants and sorceries, it's guaranteed to hit something, and it'll probably get you something you want.
I mean, if it gets him gifts, that's...
Well, he doesn't need the gifts now. I mean, he's looking for Manamorphose, nothing really. He's got everything he needs but lands.
It would be nice to have another feature. Well, since all his features deduce the cost of his sorceries.
Bryan going down to 16.
Going down to 12, you mean?
12.
And
Gaining 2 would put him in 16.
Not having any black sources.
Just reading peer through depths there. Wow, 5 cards. Wow. Wow. Like a ancient stirrings for Storm.
That's actually a really good analogy. Unfortunately, can't fetch lands.
Yeah, it's the... I mean, that's what he needs now. Don't take another one. No, man. I think the Serum Visions would have been better there. Just because it gives him a chance of grabbing a land.
So here's a question, Don. What do you call a sleight of hand that takes a land?
I'm not going to answer that question. Pretty sure we just replaced the last H with an L.
Yes, it's a sleight of land. I didn't even know. There's actually a card with flavor text. He's Master the Sleight of Land. Forgot what it's called. It's a creature card that sacks a land to fetch another one.
Like a walking crop rotation.
Yes.
That's pretty good. Hamza's got a mountain in hand. He still doesn't have black for the Dark Blast, but I don't think he needs it. He's just... Is the Bloodghast gonna go all the way? Because Bryan is choking on lands. He can't make blue, because when he casts the ritual, he's tapped out. Hold the phone.
Just deciding whether or not he
Hold
wants
the phone.
to.
I think he's gonna try and do this. So he's gonna go make a bunch of things, cost the Manamorphose. Is it all of it? Does he just go? I think he just goes here.
I think he just wants to.
That's 1.
1, okay. Storm counts 1, guys. That's
Whoa!
a 3. That's wrong.
That's how much money he has.
It's a lie. Goes up to 4.
There's his Storm count.
Okay, we're going up to 5.
5 and 3 Storm count.
Oh, I know what's gonna happen. If he has another one, it's gonna be ridiculous.
No, he's just gonna make the empty the warrens here, I think. Does he?
Could drape shot into the orange, which will be ridiculous.
Make 5 guys. Make 10 guys. Make 10 guys. Make 10 guys.
No, it would be. Wouldn't it be 8 guys?
He's got 5 Storm.
No, he's got 3 Storm.
Oh, sure, that's the mana that he had. My apologies. So it's 8 guys. 2 for the original and
Doesn't he have a Manamorphose in it?
6 for the copy. I don't think so.
No. Okay.
It's maybe in the graveyard.
So yeah, 8 1/1s.
That's they can also attack for 8. It's a lot of damage.
Well, Hamza can finally get a black source.
Yeah, but if he doesn't play a blocker here, Bryan's clock is faster. And the conflagrate is gone. I'm pretty sure it's a one-off.
No, I'm sure he's playing 3 conflagrate. These decks do tend to play a large number.
Okay, yeah, it's a good card. It finishes, it cleans up the board, it lets you
He still has like,
attack again. Yeah, it's 3 conflagrate. My apologies.
he can go Life from the Loan, get a Black Source, Dark Blast, Dredge the Dark Blast, Dark Blast. I suppose.
It's not great. Dark Blast does kill tokens, but it's not amazing versus them. Thug. 1, 2, 3, 4. Get Stinkweed Imp, Life from the Loam, Dakmore Salvage, and another thing. Okay, Dredge 5.
This is not looking particularly good for Hamza.
Hasn't hit one Narcomoeba. Or Prized Amalgam, for that matter.
Or even a Bloodgast.
Is Bryan gonna attack for 8?
No, Hamza, this goes to your hand.
This is horrifying. No, he needs to discard 2 cards.
Oh, sure. Let's see. Mountain.
No, he shouldn't have blocked there.
Wait, no. Why would you? Oh, he only has mountain. That's annoying. He still has no.
He didn't have the swamp now. In. It's beatdown time. I would just attack here. I wouldn't even think. I just get in. I mean, the Bloodghasts can't block, and he's got no black, so he has to take half a turn off casting the Life from the Loam to get black sources, and then he can only start chewing at the goblins.
I actually may have wanted to dredge the Dakmore Salvage. Just so
you have a black source. Yep. I mean, it brings back the Bloodghast all the same. Pass his turn.
Not attacking. That's
odd.
Interesting. I mean, Hamza is playing Maelstrom Pulse in this sideboard. Hey,
there's
look,
a Narcomoeba.
It's finally a Narcomoeba.
And there's another conflagrate in the graveyard. I didn't actually see it. It's 2, 3, 4. The 5th card from the left on Hamza's side of the table, and another conflagrate. Okay, so he's hit all 3 conflagrates on his dredges.
So at least this Narcomoeba can block.
Hmm.
Hamza's just gonna attack for 4 with his Bloodghasts.
Yay, black source!
Okay, how much is it actually on, guys? Stop.
3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2.
No, what are you doing?
He's playing a thing. He's flashing back the conflagrate.
No, he's playing a
okay, that's a card.
Passing a land and another land.
Drain kill Thoughtseize. Oh, duress. My apologies. So Bryan goes down to 10, so and Hamza's back on 20 here.
I was Hamza, because now we can't play a land to bring back
the Narcomoeba. I mean the Bloodghast, sure.
I think just too many things are going on right now. So yeah, you take the gifts. Actually, you take the grape shot at this point.
Yeah, Bryan might be. He's playing 2, but he as far as Hamza knows, he might just be playing the 1, which would be greedy, but also possible.
I mean, you did see mainboard.
The empty the Warrens, yeah. So maybe he's playing a split, 1-1. He takes the grape shot. He takes the grape shot.
Take the grape shot. Kill one of the guys. Gain 2 life. Make you lose 2 life. Bloodghasts now have haste.
He gained 2 off the brutality, yeah.
I suppose
he's taking the peer through depths. He doesn't want him to get any more rituals.
That's a fair point. Bryan does need to have a ritual, a land, and a creature.
And a mana guy, yeah. Pow. Chomp chomp.
Although having 2 gifts will make that more likely to happen.
Brian's also on 10, which is probably why he drained first, because either way, the Bloodghost will have haste next turn. Brian's got precisely 0 ways of gaining life
Sure, and they
in
can't
his
block
75.
Anyway.
I wonder what he hopes to draw here. It's not great.
Ideally, he wants a land,
Yeah.
so he can actually gifts, and then probably gifts for land, ritual, and yeah, land, ritual, and fast and flame.
I think he just got another gift, which isn't great.
Yeah, that's not happening.
Thinking about attacking.
Ironically, had he attacked from the get-go,
It would have
Hamza
been
would be the one on the losing end.
Mm. Triple gifts, 1 grape shot.
And now we are going to see double Bloodghost, triple Bloodghost, sorry,
And he gets a black sauce.
and he gets a black source. And there's a conflict in the yard, and enough lands to kill all of Brian's blockers.
Does he have a blood crypt? Blood crypt would be nice, because then he can play either the Dark Blast or flashback the Conflagrate. He does, he's got the blood crypt.
Hamza just working out the way he wants to play this through. Yeah, we're gonna see
Triple Bloodghost in for 7.
Prazimol's gonna come back later. Flashback configurate. Toss.
Kill all the things. Deal you 1.
5 cards. Deal you 1, kill all you guys.
Yeah, so it's 4 there, 1 at the face. Grand scoops, yeah. So it's good enough.
And that was the game. The Bryan
Yeah, I
managed
should
to
just
there.
nobody should have been attacking. Like that's if I'd made the goblins that early, I would have just started getting in.
Yeah, having 8 guys puts Hamza on a 3-turn clock, and he can't
Yeah.
block.
Also, chumping the Bloodghosts feels so bad. There's nothing.
I mean, at that point, he could have attacked with everything except 1, and then still made that jump. Then just dealt 7 free damage, effectively. Then the next turn did the same thing, deal 6 free damage.
I think Hamza's board might start getting out of frame. He's just gotten rid of the playmat, so we may or may not be aware of the things on the outer edges of his board state because he just needs a lot of space.
Yeah, that was very full this time. Hamza's side probably wants the Maelstrom Pulse.
Yeah.
Engineered
He is
explosives
fine on 2.
on 0 as well.
For
Yeah,
what?
probably just,
E or not? Oh, for the goblins. Fair.
I don't think he wants Dark Blast in this match. That doesn't
That's a
kill
little
anything.
awkward.
I
Kills the
also think
goblins.
He probably wants some number of Knockamoebas out of his deck. Because they are really not good. I'd probably cut a land, cut the Knockamoeba, cut Dark Blast, cut a Faithless Looting. Maybe cut the second Knockamoeba, that's 5 cards, bring in triple engineered explosives, a Maelstrom Pulse, and a Thoughtseize, possibly. On Brian's side, well, not much he has to bring in.
Yeah.
Empty the Warrens, that's about it.
No. Not good. Airline of Sanctity stops the Conflagrate from burning him in the face. But I don't know if it's actually what he wants.
Yeah, I think it's just...
He's got no dedicated graveyard hate here, which is what you want against the Dredge deck.
The problem is that his deck relies on the graveyard as well, and the graveyard interaction you have access to in blue red.
You don't have to pay the black for Nihil Spellbomb. You can just blow up his graveyard. It's not.
True.
It's. I think it's a fine card to have. If you care about your graveyard and you want your opponents to go away some of the time, I mean you don't need the black.
I mean, technically, you could play
In a
black
pinch,
for
yeah, you can Metamorphose into it, and it's a cantrip, so he gets an extra card. He nukes his opponent's graveyard, and he buys himself a bunch of turns. Possibly breaks the Dredge deck if he's got enough stuff in the graveyard. Um, yeah, it's better than Relic of Progenitus here, just because it's one-sided.
Leyline of the Void could also be.
Ugh.
If
Yeah, because he's not casting the Leyline of Sanctity. Once again, he could Metamorphose into the mana for it, but that's not where you want to be.
It's the same type of thing.
Yeah.
We're looking at it.
That's
that way.
double white. Like you'd have to use both. Like you put mana in, and you get something you can't use on anything else. It's only Leyline of Sanctity if he gets the double white. Whereas,
No, he just metamorphoses into double white.
yeah, and then casts it.
And costs it.
But Nihil Spellbomb is like you can play it for colorless. You can pop it.
That's the thing. You could also just play. That's my argument. If he's playing Leyline of Sanctity, you could make an argument
That he
may as
could
well
play the Leyline of the Void. It's funny. It's just like Leyline of the Void does nothing when it comes down late. It doesn't exile on ETB. It's not a rest in peace effect there. It just exiles all future cards.
That's the same as Leyline of Sanctity. Doesn't do anything when your opponent's burning you.
Yeah, but it stops you from dying past that point. Whereas if there's a bunch of things in Hamza's graveyard and he plays a Leyline of the Void late, it does nothing.
If there's a bunch of burn spells in your burn player's graveyard, that means you're dead.
Yeah, you probably aren't alive anymore.
But yeah, no graveyard interaction at all. Not the most impressive thing. Probably relying on the fact that his deck is more than likely going to kill graveyard decks before they can kill him.
Mm.
He just got unlucky not having any lands at all.
Dredge does seem considerably slower. Like, I mean, Grave Troll and Gitaxian Probe just like broke it. It was too good. This game wouldn't have gone on that long if those cards were in the deck.
I can't see Hamza's deck.
Yeah, he's put it out of camera because he needs all the space.
I don't think that's quite what happened, but it could be.
No, it's on the edge, right at the bottom of the screen. There's a little blue corner. You can see it over there.
Sure. I mean, he's doing this on purpose, just like that lowercase h in his name.
Okay.
I can't make that joke this time because Bryan's surname also has a lowercase h.
Sure. And the E looks like a G. Hamza Ebrahim. Land, Stinkweed Imp.
He has Cathartic Reunion, and that's good enough.
Reunion, Life from the Loam Reunion.
I mean, that's
Bryan,
really
what's he got? He's got a Ritual, either a Sleight of Hand or I don't know what that second blue card in his hand is. He's got a bunch of Rituals. What looks like a Past in Flames on the far left, but he's not keeping it because he doesn't have a sufficient amount of lands.
I think if Bryan mauls to 5, Hamza's more than likely going to win this game and match.
So his 5 is going to be land, Baral, Gifts Ungiven, and he's going to top deck a land, and then he's going to win.
I'd rather have a 5 land as well, 5 card hand as. Wait, no, this is 6 cards now.
Okay, sure. So he's going down to 6. It's still reasonable.
At 6, you
1,
could
2,
still
3,
get
4, 5,
land,
6. He can have the combo in hand. 4 lands, Baral, and a gift. He only needs 3 lands actually.
and
So
like a ritual. Well, he has the gift.
Snapkeep did not scry. Just
the
too
land.
confident.
No, he scared.
Did he? I didn't
So
see that. Okay, he stuck it under.
No, he kept it on top. He needed the second land.
I'd put those under then. One top, one bottom. I wonder which he's choosing. So that's Island Gifts, Ritual, Pier.
just fetching probably a shockland, putting himself to 70.
It's the Blood Crypt.
Actually, I don't think he has a play this turn, so it's probably going to be on 19.
Not even an Insolent Neonate. I don't see that card anymore.
Yeah.
I suppose it was just a way to get Grave Troll out immediately.
I think he might still be playing it.
Nah,
Doesn't
there's
look
not
like
one. No, it's not for this build of the deck.
Okay, he top decked
Of
the
Faithless
Faithless
Looting.
Looting. And
This is probably the best turn 1 play. Like, just Faithless Looting is such card quality. Not card quality, it's just a high quality card in any graveyard based strategy. Just it's so good. It just draws you 2 cards.
so yeah, I'm just dredging the Stinkweed Impact because he can just go.
Yeah.
He's
So he's gonna go Drain and Duress. Please
I don't think the
no.
Drain is super relevant.
But he can do it.
But because he wants to discard, he can. This hasn't resolved yet, so that's.
Is he gonna cast the Peer Through Depths now?
That's bad though.
Oh, he's just gonna take whatever you fetched. I just let him have it, you know.
I mean, you could, in theory, peer through depths into a worse card, but then he'll just take the gifts, which is really the card keeping your hand together right now. Okay, well, give you a little bitty. Ooh. Yeah, there's no point even taking the gifts at this point. It's still 2 turns before you can even think of going off. Yeah, I would take the peer at this point. If not peer through depths, you take Mana Morphos. Just because it cycles.
Is he gonna take the ritual? I think, yeah, I thought there we go. So it was a toss up between Manamorphose and Gifts Ungiven. And he basically wants Bryan to have nothing to do when he eventually gets to 4 mana, which is probably why he did that.
He's now going to peer and could just hit another gifts. Or one of the million empty the warden.
It's another gift.
Yeah. He just gets another gift anyway. That's why for me it was peer through depths this turn because that's still 2 turns before he can combo you.
Untap, land. Mana Dork. I mean, mana cost reduction guy. Serum Visions. No, it wasn't a cost reduction guy. But he's got lands on top. And I think he leaves those there. Did he draw a barrel?
No, he drew a 3rd gift.
Yeah, he just leaves them on top.
I think it was the 3rd gift.
We'll have a peek now. No, it's a barrel. He drew a barrel off the... And he's got 2 lands on top. I'm just gonna conflagrate in the graveyard though.
Narcomoeba enters the battlefield. Unfortunately.
Brings back nothing.
I mean, this is not exactly dredging at this point. It's just putting cards in your yard.
No, I'm pretty sure he dredged. I mean that's what happened there.
Cathartic Reunion.
So many cards in the graveyard. Hello. Push the door.
Dredge, Stinkweed, Imp.
Oh, there's a Prized Amalgam. Where have you been hiding, my friend? Ugari Thugs, another 4 cards. So Prized Amalgam wasn't in the graveyard when that first Narcomoeba hit, so it's not going to trigger.
Dredge, Life from the Loam.
1, 2, 3. There's a Prized Amalgam, and it doesn't.
Not sure if there's another Bloodghast in Hamza's graveyard.
don't know what's on the far right, left of Hamza's board. There's something there. The last cards of faith is looting. What is it at the bottom here? I don't know what it is.
Possibly a life from below.
It's
If it's
something green, yeah. Poking the table. It's very important while playing Magic.
attacks with 2.
Yeah, that's just something he has to do. He wants that Bloodghast to
think
die.
I would
Do
have
you
just-
Dark Blast your own Bloodghast here?
I think you would if you needed to, but he already has one.
Okay, he's got the Ghost Code in hand. The Amalgams will come back at the end of the turn. Now he's got real pressure. 11 points of damage. It's a 2-turn clock. So Bryan's got this turn to win. Because the Conflag rate should kill him. Yeah, that's not great. He's gonna go to 5. Hamza's got a number of cards in his grip.
He got Ghost Quarter. Does
Yeah.
he only have one fetchable?
No,
I'm almost
he's
certain he doesn't.
he's just letting Hamza do his things. But he's got 3 islands and a mountain, so there's 4
Kinda
fetchable
needs to
lands.
fetch Mountaineer. I think that Ghost Quarter was really devious of Hamza because if Bryan doesn't search, he can't get the lands on top of. Well, he can't get the land in play, and if he does search, he can't get the lands on top of his deck.
Oh yeah, he did leave 2 lands on top, and he sorely needed those.
Let's see.
Land, nope, another gift. That's gifts number 4.
Actually, it's 3 because the other one I thought was the third one.
Oh, was the
Baral.
Baral, sure. Is he gonna play the Baral? Bryan may just be dead here.
He
It's
has to
not
play Baral
great.
or he will die. Baral can at least block, but the Confluate's probably going to kill it for him.
Ritual for gifts. No, he's gonna Manamorphose now. Try to get a land.
Manamorphose maybe hit a land. But that's not enough.
He does not go off here. I don't think he can. But let's
Wait,
see
there's
what
still
he
a ritual
grabs.
land. He can actually go off.
It's a land. It's better than nothing. It's probably what he
land was
needs. Island.
Ooh, that's not ideal. Fidal?
No, it wasn't. It wasn't a land. It was another Baral.
Okay, then I think is
He was dead anyway. I
Probably
mean,
dead.
Hamza swings for 11. Okay, so he's got 5 cards in 1, 2, 4 cards in hand. He can burn Baral,
he needs to top deck.
hit Bryan for 1, attack for 3, 6, 7, 11. Put him down to 4. Yeah, that's it. That's it. There's nothing here. If he's the right thing to do would be to kill the Baral, I think.
No, I think you attack first.
You know, at whatever point, the Baral needs to die, but Bryan
Actually,
might
no.
actually not have a way out of this, whether it lives or not. But he should kill it, just in case. He might have 2 rituals in hand. We know he's got 2 gifts ungiven. And
He
that's,
does have 2 rituals,
yeah,
I
it's
believe.
part of the way to the combo. He needs to kill the Baral.
So Bryan is attacking for 11. I mean, Hamza's attacking for 11 here.
He's gonna get back another. He's got another 1 power on board, and another 3 from the graveyard at the end of his turn.
He's probably gonna cast Life from the Loam. Bring back 3 lands.
Yeah, and then have lethal next turn.
There's no point configurating before combat because even if Bryan blocks one of the. Actually, no. Maybe he doesn't want to play a land this turn.
3 at Baral, 1 at you. Puts him to 15. Then he attacks for 11, I believe.
Yeah, puts him to 4, and then there's no way he can win. He requires 2 cards for the next draw step, which he will not get. So if one of those gifts was a Manamorphose and he top deck land exactly, I think he could still win.
Another past in flames. No, pyretic ritual. Not good enough. Barrel needed to live. We needed those lands on top, actually.
Yeah.
Good
So I
ghost
don't
quarter
think
there. Game-winning ghost quarter.
I think even if we had decided not to fetch a land just so you can draw two more lands, if we still
Whichever
fall
way,
behind,
yeah, the single land. But that ghost quarter definitely shoved him into the corner. Nothing
so it
to
was a
do
ghost
about it.
corner.
It was a ghost corner. He got ghost cornered.
But yeah, that was
It was
round
a
three. Hamza
spookily
winning it.
good play
Two
by
no
Hamza.
loves.
Definitely helped him land the game there.
Yeah.
Uh,
I don't even have a comeback for that.
okay, I
It's
think
just
Ryan's really gonna be doing some soul searching here to try and find a way to, yeah, just to come back from that. But Hamza really gave him no quarter there.
yeah, Brian couldn't exactly peer through anything to find the win.
Okay, bye. We'll stop now.
The win was ungiven for him.
Yeah, it. Yeah, let's just okay. We won't torment you